So you have to put the antibody here, for instance, like 22C3 or something like that.
Okay.
But confirm it should be in the report.
Okay.
And then expression. So the expression, it matters. Is it tumor cell, immune cell, or both? Probably tumor cells, but
Yeah.
confirm that as well. Eugene, can you share the screen to show? Can you show me the Tempest report?
I can actually share. You just share
Yeah,
the.
I sent her the image.
Yeah. So I'll share.
Oh,
Just
stop.
a second. Yeah. Give me copy link. Yeah. Yeah. I'll share the link again.
Okay.
The first picture is the results.
The
But
picture
it might take time.
why is it not show? Maybe is it take? It just shows up as blank.
It's weird. Oh, still blank. Oh,
Oh, now it shows. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Okay. So look in here. Tumor proportion score. So this on tumor cells. Combined is immune cell and tumor cell combined.
Oh,
So
okay.
both are negative, meaning both are, yeah. Okay, so
Yes.
share. So I'll write either tumor cells or immune cells showed negative expression, right? Just put temp. I think you can just do tempus. You can just write tempus here.
This, okay.
Oh, antibody. I forgot to look at that.
Yeah.
Here, Dacopedia 122C3 clone.
Oh, that's the antibody. Okay.
So so when you do immunohistochemistry, it matters what antibody you use, okay?
Okay.
All right, what else?
And and I like to show you the table 3 and figure. So
That's
yeah, I have to share another link. Oh, sorry. And this is the table 3. And the last one is figure 1.
So where,
The figure you want the figure?
so no, this is a new table.
Yes.
Why did you make this table?
To show the results, the exact CPS score and TC score, and also TMB. Because the reviewer comment mentioned below, like, or maybe I can just delete this table and write the whole thing in the this
Result.
case report result.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you don't have to make table for this. You can just
Okay.
describe CPS, TPS was negative, and you can buy the, and then TMB, by which test.
Mm,
In either what you don't have to write both. Either MSI high or MMR defective. They mean the same thing.
okay.
And
So,
make sure you identify which test was done by which.
yes. We'll correct that.
So just put it in the results. Yeah.
Okay. And can you check the last link? That's the figure.
Last link.
Yes.
I don't see that. It's all same table 3.
Oh, sorry. I'll share the link again. I should put in the chat box
So next time you could put all in one document.
one page. Yes.
Still don't see figure. It's the link you sent me goes to table 3.
Table 3. Oh, that's weird.
Or maybe you can just share
Yeah,
yours.
I'll share my screen. Yeah. Um, okay. Oh, can you see my screen?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I add this one as a recent CT scan,
Mhm.
and I changed durable response for the next 2.5 years. Would this be okay?
Durable response. I'll put in the parenthesis in number, right? 2
5 years.
year plus.
Oh, okay.
Plus means ongoing.
Okay. Mm,
Just take out the whole thing for the next.
for the next.
Yeah, and put it in the parenthesis 2.5 years plus. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll change the font and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and make all letters bold when you do figures. Makes it stand
Okay.
out.
All right. I'll change that later.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, good. I think with that you can send back to the reviewers.
Yes, thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people have classes. Sally, do you have any updates?
No, I just joined the project with Dr. Eugene, so I think I'm just like starting to get into it. So I don't have any updates about that, but I'm still waiting on the application that we sent in. But I think they will send an email to you, Dr. Che. So if you receive anything from them, let me know.
So who's sending me an email?
The Illinois, like, let me see, the
And
embassy, I
it-
guess.
Gmail? Which email did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Gmail
Young to Gmail.
and
They said they'll probably approve or decline like within a week. So since we sent in on Friday, it might take maybe this week for them to process. But yeah, please keep an eye on it if possible. And I will have a meeting soon with GMA, one of the GMA mentors, for like how they did it in terms of like NGO application structure and everything.
good. So I only have receipt. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then when's your interview?
Oh, my interview is next week, next Tuesday.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where are you going to meet her?
We're gonna meet her at like in front of Olsen, and then I think we're gonna walk to the park in front of Feinberg, because I thought it would be harder for us to meet elsewhere. So we'll just meet at the hospital and then go out to the park later.
Hmm.
Because yeah, we want to try to do the walking interview and see like how it, yeah. So like we'll probably walk from Feinberg to the park.
Yeah, we've already sent Vivian about the questions that we will ask, and she said she can do it.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're gonna meet her on 16th. I think it's Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday,
following,
yeah.
yeah.
Good. So make sure there's some walking component. Okay, very good. Eileen, do you have any updates?
I actually did my interview with Mr. Curie yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, but after talking with Dr. Liam, he said that I should just do a sitting interview, and then it was like snowing.
Oh, snowing?
Well, so we thought it'd be dangerous to like have
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
snow and stuff. So we just did it in like the food court area.
Where? Court?
Where Galter, like inside Galter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I did the
How did it
interview.
go?
It was actually really good. His words were really, I really appreciated his honesty,
Oh.
and I don't know, it was really sweet of him. And he kept calling Dr. Che you and his guardian angel like continuously. So I thought that was very sweet of him, and I can see that he's really thankful for all of your care from your team as well.
Wow. So how long did you interview him?
It wasn't too long. Like I was with him for like less than an hour, but the total interview was like 15-ish minutes, and
Oh,
then there's definitely some editing that has to be made though.
right, right. So because he's got a lot of, faith related, probably,
Yeah, a lot of his answers were faith-based, so I don't know how we should do that for pacemakers, but
yeah. So I'll let you and Liam decide. I mean, initial plan was to sort of get more pacemaker oriented conversations for pacemaker clip, and then faith-based, conversation, edit that for grapevine clip.
Right.
If you can do that, that's wonderful. If if you feel like it's so hard, then I feel like maybe just do it for one.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. And then you could work with Shauna can help you with the some more editing that needs to be done, and the thumbnails and the last page. Yeah, good. I hope it was a good experience for you too.
Yeah, and his nephew was also very supportive of him, which was really cool to see.
Oh, good. Oh yeah, so were you also in the video, or it was just him?
It was just him.
Okay.
His nephew makes like a special appearance real quick though.
Good. All right. Well, I look forward to a very interesting piece, inspiring piece. Thank you.
Um,
And
Can I
then
ask a
yeah.
question? Eileen, I know you had trouble with like connecting with Gimbal.
Yeah.
Did you have trouble with any other things? And like, what was the problem with the gimbal?
Oh, so the mic worked perfectly, I think, and the gimbal, I think it was like with the Bluetooth settings, but like it couldn't recognize my device and such. And then like the message that kept popping up was like, make sure you're like disconnected from other devices, which is why I like texted you to see if you could like, because you know how Apple does like the forget the device thing. So I was like, maybe it's just
Right.
that, but I didn't check it, like try doing it again after the interview, but I
Okay.
could try again next week. But yeah, that I couldn't
Okay.
pull it up. Yeah.
Did you try using both, like the ones that I sent you, or?
Oh no, because by the time you sent that, I was like already like on my way to meet him.
Okay, because last time when we tried with Dr. Chase's phone, it also worked.
Oh really?
And I
Okay.
didn't have to do anything with my phone. So
Oh, okay.
maybe we'll try to do with yours
Yeah, I'll try
later.
again next time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
But were you able to record okay despite gimbal?
Oh yeah, I just kind of set it on something.
Okay.
Yeah, set it up against.
Okay. Well, Sally, you'll know how it will go. Yeah, because if weather's nice next, then you could walk outside. Yeah, be fun. Good. How's the variant classification project going, Eileen?
I think Grace would definitely know more about it, but I helped with mutation taster
Hmm.
and then collected data for that, and then yeah,
Okay,
that's about it.
great. Thank you. So for undergrads who's coming to our lab, you guys are, I know you guys have your own projects, but just like Sally, if you could if you have bandwidth, you can always tag along with other physicians and help with any projects that interest you. So FYI. All right, Grace, tell me where we are. We have 2 weeks extension. So
Yeah, that was amazing. Basically, I was able to then assign the tools to Eileen and Lena, and give them a little more time than asking them to do it in one day. So we finished collecting the tools the data from all 6 tools, and I organized it into one spreadsheet that I think will be useful for feeding into R. Um, and there were, like the previous project for each tool, there were some that just wouldn't yield any outputs just because of an error. But I know that happened last time too, and we just omitted them
Mm.
from the analysis, which I think will have to happen again this time. Um, and then now I've been trying to look through the R file to kind of understand it. And I know also Dr. Eugen, I sent her the files, and she has been looking over them a little too.
Yes.
So hopefully by the end of this week, we'll be able to finish that analysis, and then I'll be able to edit the abstract to reflect whatever is outputted by that, and then submit the abstract before the deadline of the 16th.
Right. So actually, I've reached out to Emma, who did the analysis for the last time, and she said she can help me on Friday when she finished her exam. So maybe, yeah, because I try to figure out all the R code ahead, but I think I have a trouble. So yeah, I reached out to her.
Oh,
And
if it's on Friday, that would be perfect because I would also
yeah,
be in the lab.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I think we can work on it together on
Okay.
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And before then, I cleaned up the sheet, but I'll work on it a little more, and then I'll, I guess, write a little more for the abstract, even though we don't have numbers yet, but so that we could just like after Friday, we could just plug and chug into the abstract and then submit it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. You'll be in clinic with me in the afternoon, so
Mhm.
show me the final version and then I'll give you the final approval to submit. So
Okay, sounds good.
yeah, let's do that. So Friday morning, you can work on it together with Eugenio and Emma. Is Emma gonna be coming to the lab Friday morning?
No, I think she will meet me on
Zoom?
Zoom
Okay,
around the afternoon, around the noon. So yeah, at least afternoon, I think we can finish it.
okay. Yeah, the sooner the better.
Okay.
Yeah. See if Grace can join around 11, 12. My
Around that time.
starts about, between 1 and 2. So,
Mhm.
if you guys can finish before then, Grace can join too. So
Okay.
good. We're seeing the end of the tunnel. Uh, so the direction after this is, just for the abstract purpose, we limit it to 10. But I feel like for the actual paper, we should not limit to 10, but go through the all. So when you looked at the result, how many more are we looking per gene if we don't limit to 10, Grace?
Oh, that's hard to say. Each gene was very different, and for some reason, there were a lot of variants that just didn't have results, but were just listed in CBio portal.
Huh,
Um,
that's interesting.
so I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Definitely more than 10
Right.
for some of the genes, at least.
Yeah, my guess is it's maybe double, triple, is at least.
Yeah,
But
some genes would just have nothing additional,
uh,
but like some genes would have a lot more. So I
Mm.
think it would make up for the imbalance.
and then we're only looking for lung, so yeah. Okay. Um, so we'll submit, and I know Grace, you can't go to present. So anyone can go on Grace's behalf to present. I don't think Pedro will go. Um, so yeah, Eugenio, you can go on her behalf. Eileen or can go if you, yeah. Okay. Um, anything else, Grace?
No, that's been my main focus for now.
Okay. Yeah. The other thing is, I don't know if they do virtual hybrid. Look into that, Grace. Because
Okay.
we're gonna have to put presenter as a person who can actually go. Like I
Oh
will go,
yeah.
but I'm not part of the author. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
it's hybrid, then you can virtually present something, some, yeah, but I don't know their policy. So look into it. Then you can still be the presenter
Mhm.
and virtually. I don't know. I might take Lena and then Lena can present. I don't know her schedule, so I think it's good to have someone go and actually present the data. So
Mhm.
okay, just look into it and let me know next time you come in.
Got it.
Okay, Sungmi, do you want to present? Or Eugino? Either one.
Oh yeah, so I think I have a lot of things to present today. So the first thing I need to do is present the manuscript of the transfusion review.
Yeah.
That I'm working with Seokju Cho. So do you want me to do that first?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me a moment. So everyone can see the manuscript, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the manuscript that I've been working on for 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Seokju Cho, and we finally made a first draft, and it's about the effect of blood transfusion on cancer survivor and risk. It's a kind of narrative review. So yeah.
So is this the first time we're reviewing it or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What, well, can you send me a link or?
Oh, you prefer to see it in link? Because like the format is a little bit different from the Word file and the Google Doc, so that's why I made it like this. But I can share it with Google Doc.
Yeah, just, yeah, that's just easy for me to
Okay.
put comments.
Can you see my screen? No, it's not right.
Oh,
Can you?
what's,
Is my screen shared or?
no, it's the same screen.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a moment. I'm still working on it.
In the chat box, you can copy to the,
Oh,
send
okay.
me the link so that I can drive.
Okay. And everyone can see. Yeah, I copied the link and then I'll put on the chat. Yeah, I just sent it.
All right, let me share that one. Okay, can I see it? Effect of transfusion on cancer survival and risk.
이렇게 하면 내가 수정한다.
So transfusion related immune modulation. And then clinical evidence, some. Where is the contamination theory?
So for contamination theory, it's definitely in the paragraph in the discussion, but not in the take-home points. I think so. Most of the paragraphs here are written by Dr. Cho, and I can add some comments on it so he can refer it. So I think for take-home points, he just write a few things, not all the things.
Oh, okay.
And also there are separate tables that are not here, but I have it as a separate documents.
Okay. So for tables and figures, always try to put it in one document, okay?
Okay.
Hard to review. And for lab meeting purpose,
Mm-hmm.
everything in one Google Doc so people can see and leave comments easily.
Okay.
Take it
Makes
to
sense.
different files when you actually submit. But all right, so for those of you who are not familiar with this project, it's about the effect of blood transfusion on cancer survival and cancer risk. So cancer relapse. So several reports. Is it several or is it us? I think we're the only group who looked at pregnant women.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe there's a Swedish group who look into general population, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think they limited their population as a pregnant woman. So
So what did the Swedish group find?
um, they find, so it's like a base cohort study, and they found out that the similar conclusion that that we found, like the more you get transfused, the higher the rate of tumor occurrence.
Hmm. So this one.
Yes.
So was it tumor recurrence or was it high risk population or just general population?
Oh, actually, the thing you just highlighted, it's focusing on the cancer patients, colorectal cancer.
Hmm.
And for Swedish group,
You're Swedish.
yes. So yeah, actually Swedish group also did the study on the woman who had delivery.
Hmm.
But yeah, but they didn't find any significant difference in mortality, in terms of mortality,
Hmm.
during the 20 to 30 years follow-up.
Hmm. Did they find those response?
Those response, I don't think so.
Okay, so Swedish study was negative study.
Yeah.
Is there any study that has any
Other than that,
other than that?
To our best knowledge, yeah, no.
Hmm. Did you look into the Schneider's paper or no?
So actually that I'm trying to find out Schreider's paper, but my medical library does not allow me to see the whole manuscript. So I only found out the abstract.
Oh, okay. We should look into it today.
Yeah, I will.
So this is immunity, trim, immune modulation, what are the factors related to it, iron, conclusion. So, right. So I think you have to put contamination
Mhm.
here.
In the abstract and
Yeah.
take home notes,
Yeah, both.
both. Okay.
And here, you just put certain population, but that's still reflective of general population. So I think cancer survival among patient who underwent curative treatment of cancer,
Mhm.
the survival risk was assessed by looking at relapse rates among patients who underwent curative treatment, and the risk was evaluated in general population with no cancer history.
Mhm.
So I think that will clarify what we're looking for as an outcome.
Oh,
Because when they hear cancer survival and risk, like what are we really assessing?
yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's the important point. So like in this narrative review, we kind of looked a lot of different articles and reviewed it. So some of that compared the patients who got transfused and who didn't in terms of survivor and cancer relapse risk. But we also talk about general population as well. So I think that can make of confusion a little bit.
Yeah. So, cancer risk in general population, in cancer survivors, cancer survival in cancer survival in cancer survivors, or
Mhm.
something you have to clarify.
Clarify that
Yeah,
the outcome,
which
primary
group,
outcome.
which group you're looking for. Yeah, no, I'm just skim through the each paragraph, and I
Mhm.
think the structure is set right. I think yeah, I think you're on the right direction. But yeah, I'm just surprised that there aren't much evidence out there in Swedish.
Correct.
So let's look at the Swedish. Is there any hint? It was a flat negative result, the Swedish.
Swedish, flat. So I'm sorry, like the Swedish group, that's not my part, but I will take a look at it. So what I did most was summarizing the results, only focusing on the cancer patients. But Swedish, it was done for general population. So maybe I have to look at it. But at least for cancer patients, the results are so heterogeneous.
Yeah.
Like, so it's really hard to conclude something.
And I think it's all about it. The group is so heterogeneous.
Right, the cancer type and the stage. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
So, I mean, we say the jury is out there. We don't, it's all controversial.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So this is our paper.
So yeah, although there are several meta-analysis focusing on the cancer patients, comparing the patients who got transfused and not in terms of cancer recurrence, mortality, but several studies like, to overcome the limitations of heterogeneity, they used statistical skills such as propensity score analysis, but still among the studies using the propensity matching analysis, the results are different from each group. So I almost thought like, would it be like worthy to report? Because like we don't, it's almost impossible to conclude some solid evidence from these heterogeneous studies.
Yeah. No, it's impossible. So when I was a resident, I wrote a paper, letter to the editor about the transfusion.
Okay.
This is Dr. Cho's. The translational lung cancer research. Remember this journal. It could be a good venue.
Target journal.
This is the clinical epidemiology paper. See, 2007, Lancet.
Oh yeah, I can see.
So this is like, this is very interesting. In 2007, okay, this is, so I graduated medical school 2002. I was in military service for 3 years. And then this is probably a time when I was at Hopkins doing my MPH. So I was reading Lancet articles. And then I saw this one, risk of cancer from blood donated by people with cancer. So people with cancer donated blood, okay? Sounds risky, right?
Right.
And then, so I wrote a comment, and this was my friend and Hube. She graduated from my medical school a few years after me. And then she did Hopkins MPH as well. So here, here are risk of transmitted cancer, risk transfusion, risk of cancer from blood donated with people with cancer, risk of cancer after blood transfusion from donors with subclinical cancer retrospective study. Autologous blood is savior than donated blood. Read, like, I think you should read all this.
Okay.
But anyway, this is my comment. And this is the actual paper.
Mhm.
This is Denmark and Sweden.
Yeah.
Is this so this was of these transplant recipient eligible for analysis, 3% exposed to blood product from precancerous donors. So when in this donor, there was no excess risk of cancer or include anatomical subsites.
Yeah. Makes sense. And
Mhm.
per the person-to-person transmission of cancer paper,
Mm-hmm.
so there's a concept of cancer dormancy and preclinical cancer. So maybe it's our limitation, not able to detect that kind of early cancer, even though there is. So I think it's really unrevealed area so far.
Yeah.
But so far, like clinical data, I think most of them says they didn't find any significant risk of transmission of
Hmm.
cancer via blood transfusion, although there's a high suspect.
Right. Yeah. You guys, this is how I get access to all the papers. You go to the culture library.
Mm-hmm. But funny thing is, Dr. Che, I tried that one, but I think they detect the computer IP, so it didn't allow me to look in unless you send me the code. So
Hmm.
maybe I can try it later on today.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So you could, so where's, oh yeah, here. So you could
Mhm.
read articles in JAMA, NEJM, and Lancet,
Mhm.
write letter to the authors if you have something to say.
Okay.
So here I said, conclude their data did not support the hypothesis. However, they reported that exposed male recipient had significantly greater cancer risk than exposed recipient 5 years after the first transfusion. We suspect that the reported finding probably results from random error in their subgroup analysis. This problem
Mm.
subgroup analysis. Hmm. So I think if you read in depth, I have to look at their results, but you know, when you have comments on the
Mhm.
author's intent or analysis, you know, you can make a habit of writing a letter to the editor, then it 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 feels surreal that your thoughts are published in Lancet.
Mhm.
What's interesting is that they actually the authors
Mhm.
actually publish also a reply to my comments in Lancet.
Mm. I see. See. Yeah, as like technology like keep developing, so I think I can definitely add some comments on the possibilities that the results may be maybe a little bit wrong,
Yeah,
not that conclusive.
yeah, you look at the actual data and see what they have done.
Okay.
So I guess the thing, we are the only paper that showed in a bigger population. I mean, there's a lot of cancer risk, cancer recurrence data that supports the
Mhm.
hypothesis, but in general population, there never was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, in terms of studies that showed like real significant results, I think your is the only one.
Hmm. And the other thing is because we published this article,
Mm-hmm.
this meta-analysis,
Yeah.
one is for all of you. When you want to see what are the related articles, you go, this is, let's say this is the show you. Oh. Show say transfusion cancer. What you do is you look at who cited your article. Cited by. We're the only one. No one else cited our paper yet.
Yeah, it only got published last year, so maybe
Yeah.
there is some time.
So that tells us that the field is not
Yeah, it's not that.
interested in,
Yeah, as you said, I feel like it's almost like pioneer who
yeah,
trying to figure out.
we cited our own paper.
Yeah.
Let's see, this paper, we published it April last year. And we're cited by. There's not even a cited by here. Oh, what happened?
I guess
Anyway,
yeah.
I think going through the similar articles, it's not even similar. A lot of it is.
Yeah.
This is similar, but yeah, I think it's challenging. It's a field that's growing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the more supportive articles, the better. So yeah, just look into the papers that I showed you.
Okay. Okay.
You're on the right track, but the contamination theory,
Should be also in the abstract and take home message. And yeah, I'll definitely review the related articles once
yeah.
again and yeah, strengthen our manuscript. And before moving on to other person, like may I just show the abstract from Liesel on behalf of her because she cannot present it by herself.
Oh,
The
okay.
abstract for the lung cancer conference. So I'll
No, I'll take a look at it after I round. I gotta go in round. It's 8:30.
okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's already 8:30.
Yeah, I have to go round. Yeah, I'm doing 2 weeks of inpatient service. Yeah, so it will be a busy 2 weeks. I round every day for 2 weeks, including Sunday, Saturday, and everything. If any one of you are interested in rounding with me, let me know. I can take you guys. Okay, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for taking so much time. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bye.
okay. Bye.